lives here, but I do not, cannot, will not interfere. I guess I have to freestyle then.
Okay, welcome back, MSJC, to another MSJC The Talent Reviews. This time, we're not going to tackle a movie, but we're going to be tackling a new Disney Plus show, What If? Is a Marvel show. You know, Marvel's the biggest thing in the world right now, at least in the entertainment sphere. Comics, What If took these very central points in the comic stories and they tweaked it just a little. So maybe if instead of Tony becoming Iron Man, maybe Pepper Potts takes on the suit of armor. That's the sort of thing we're looking at. And so for this series, we're going to be reviewing the first 5 episodes. I believe there's going to be a total of 9 to 12 episodes. I don't remember how many episodes. I'm joined by Nick Pettis. Nick, do you by chance know how many episodes there's going to be in the show?
I do not off the top of my head, but we can check that out. I will share my screen in order to do so.
Okay, that sounds cool.
So it looks like there are going to be 9.
Oh, okay. Time of recording, I believe the episode 7 just released. So we are at the tail end of the season now. But so episodes 1 through 5. Nick, lay me your basic thoughts so far.
So it's a lot to process because there's an entire multiverse of events happening. But I gotta say, it's pretty good so far.
Oh yeah, so I'm going to start off with episode 1, when the first episode came out, because I've really been looking forward to this because I thought it would be really fun, because I really love the idea of taking the moments we love and tweaking them a little bit to give us something new that we really haven't thought about before. And after episode 1 premiered, I'm going to admit I was a little bit disappointed because, episode 1, it's fun. It's a fun time. I believe the episode is What If Peggy Carter becomes Captain America or gets the super soldier serum instead of I can't remember Captain America's name.
Steve Rogers.
Instead of Steve Rogers. I don't know how I would forget that. That's something you can't forget. But so what if Peggy gets the serum instead of Steve Rogers? And you know what? It was a fun episode, but I really didn't feel like they went anywhere with that idea. It doesn't really change anything. The episode essentially just recaps and redoes the first Captain America movie because there's really no different dynamic between Steve and Peggy. They each want the same thing, which is to stop Hydra, to stop World War II. They want to they both have the same goal. But then when we got to episode 2, that's where I felt that this show really started to open up and shine, because this time it is what if T'Challa became Star-Lord? And immediately off the bat, you see just how different these two characters are. They show you very iconic scenes involving these characters, and they switch it up so that you understand, maybe T'Challa would have done more in the role of Star-Lord than Peter Quill did. And it's a really interesting thing for me. I really am glad that so far it's just been a really good show after the slow opening of episode 1.
Yeah, I've got to disagree. I thought episode 1 was pretty cool, but I gotta say, episode 4, what were they thinking?
Episode 4 is what if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? And you know what? I think so far that this is, at least narratively, the peak of the show so far. It is the most heart-wrenching, it is the most intriguing story that we've gotten so far in these 5 episodes. And the events are not something I would want to spoil, because it just goes to some places that you didn't necessarily think Marvel would want to go or that Disney would let them go into. But it was a really fun time, I thought.
Yeah, but I liked 1, 2, 3 was all right. 5, I was a little confused of what happened there.
Also, episode 5, that would be the Marvel Zombies episode. What if zombies happen in the Marvel universe? That was one I wasn't quite sure how they would tackle it, because that's one of my favorite comic storylines is the Marvel Zombies comics. That's some really brutal stuff. So I was kind of apprehensive, thinking there's no way they're gonna go to the level they go in the comics, which they don't, but they went further than I expected them to. Well, after the Doctor Strange episode, I was actually kind of optimistic about it.
Yeah, there was one scene that threw me off during the Marvel Zombies one, and I was like, okay, so if you could fix that, why aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, episode 5, the zombies episode, definitely is not the strongest narratively. I feel like they just really wanted to give us the, what would happen. Like they wanted to give us the action in that episode. That episode was all about seeing our favorite heroes interact with zombies, which sadly the narrative did suffer a little bit because of that, especially the ending. It does have an incredibly abrupt ending. It's just ends, and it makes sense because of what they're doing, but it's a little bit of a detriment, I feel.
Yeah, and they literally cut us off on a cliffhanger and move on to the next episode's storyline. And I'm like, okay, so what's the ending of this story? So this just doesn't make any sense, people.
I also feel that the What If series as a whole, especially the zombies episode, is kind of Marvel and Disney just throwing ideas out there, seeing which are the most popular. Then maybe one day we see them as a bigger project. Because I guarantee, with the way that Marvel is structuring all their projects lately to involve the multiverse and what they're doing, I doubt that these are the last we see of like Captain Carter or Marvel Zombies, for instance.
I was about to say, I kind of want to see a Captain Carter movie. I feel like she should have gotten more days in the sun, if that makes any sense.
There has been a habit of characters from previous episodes showing up in future episodes. I wouldn't doubt if we do get her in the next few episodes, and I wouldn't doubt if we see her in some live action projects in the future. There's some rumblings and rumors going on the internet into what's going on with some of these movies, and it's very exciting stuff.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing her portray her role in a big screen movie.
Yeah, that would be something cool. But we haven't even talked about episode 3, which personally for me, I think it's just one of my favorites, just overall, just because of its themes. It's what it does with some of the phase 1 movies. I just loved revisiting those phase 1 movies in like a road trip sort of style, being able to see just how they really interconnect, and seeing how Disney retconned the Incredible Hulk by replacing Edward Norton with Mark Ruffalo. It was all fun for me, and I loved that mystery, that feeling of we have no idea what's going on, and it's not something I want to spoil, of course, because it's my favorite episode, I think.
3 was the one where they did the Marvel Avengers thing, right?
Yeah, 3 was the one that focused on the potential bringing together of the Avengers and how those events don't necessarily unfold the same way that they unfolded throughout the first phase of the MCU.
Yeah, that was actually rather surprising because I did not expect the ending coming.
That ending, it just called back to like so much nostalgia for me of like watching that first Avengers, thinking, well, what if this happened? And and I just loved seeing that ending. That ending, that was something I appreciated a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that is one of my favorite episodes out of the 5 we were talking about today, but I was not expecting that ending.
Well, we still have like what, 4 episodes to look forward to. I think episode 6 already came out, so we're on episode 7, which was the Party Thor episode. I can't wait to watch that. I can't wait to see how they wrap it up on episode 9.
I actually watched episode 7.
Oh, you've already seen it? I have that.
Yeah.
I usually watch them as they come out. However, I just have not had the time to watch it. I've been hearing things about it, but I can't wait to see it for myself.
It's pretty good. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And there goes my camera. I'm going to be stuck like this for the rest of the time. But I think we're just about wrapping up, aren't we, Nick?
Yeah. At the time of recording, episode 8 will be coming out tomorrow, I believe.
Tomorrow? Shouldn't they be coming out on Wednesdays? So the next episode wouldn't be for...
Oh, the episode came out tomorrow. So the next one at the time of recording will be on September 29th, which is this coming Wednesday. Stay tuned, people.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it. That'll wrap it up. Until next time, folks.
See you guys next time.